With the federal election campaign well underway, one First Nations band in Northwest BC is calling out the placement of political signs without permission. Here's Jaylene of CFTK-TV.
The Gitwangak Band is calling out the Conservative Party for not asking permission before placing their signage on Gitwangak territory. Elected Chief Sandra Laren says that after the Conservative signs popped up without notice, the band respectfully asked the Conservatives to remove the signs.
And we said it was fine if there was any individual who wanted them on their property, or if he had sought approval from our rights and title holders, who are our hereditary chiefs, and he could convey that, then we would also be fine with it.
Ellis Ross did respond to CFTK-TV about the signs. He said it was his team's understanding that the signs were placed on the provincial right-of-way.
He actually, well, it wasn't him, it was the campaign team, simply came back and said, can you take pictures of where they are because they're on a right-of-way? Which is a very colonial way of thinking, and it just reinforces our point that he's not respecting how to have respectful dialogue with Indigenous peoples in this area especially. And so we wrote that back saying, like, we don't think that way. We'd still appreciate you removing them, and still no acknowledgement of how we were feeling or the reason, and came back and said, are you asking everybody to take them off? And, you know, quite frankly, Taylor Backrack, the NDP candidate in the area, always asks for permission ahead of time, and has relationships with our hereditary chiefs, so it's not even a question. Because he does engage respectfully, he won't ever do anything like that, whereas Ellis Ross won't even have, you know, a respectful dialogue back and forth.
Laren says that currently the band does not have plans to remove the signs themselves.
That remains to be seen. Other areas have taken it upon themselves to just physically remove them themselves. I don't think I want to be feeding into that kind of behavior and model that for our children. I think, you know, we don't want there to be hate and anger and resentment and retaliation.
CFTK-TV did reach out to the BC government on the legalities of highway shoulders on Indigenous land, but did not receive clarification before deadline. For CFTK-TV News, I'm Jaylene Matthews.